Rarity. Everything comes down to rarity. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to build, whatever you want to become, the rarer you are, the better you will succeed. Look, there's a reason why LeBron James gets paid so much. Nobody is 6'8", can move like him, can dunk like him, is in the shape that he's in, can move at the speed that he can. Or take, for example, a man that's quite rich. He drives a nice car, it's like a Mercedes AMG. He has a nice home, a nice family. Maybe he's a doctor. Yeah, good job. I mean, my friend is a doctor. He makes 100K a month. My other friend makes 120. I mean, it's okay. Times have changed now. This is not that big of a deal. Okay, what if this guy is a millionaire? So my friend makes 10 million every single year. Okay, this guy makes 100 million a year. Oh, he's a billionaire. So see how the rarity scale just keeps going up? And I'm telling you, it's different things. I mean, what if he's a billionaire who is jacked? I mean, I don't think there's any billionaire who has a lean body. I mean, Elon Musk isn't fat, but I wouldn't call him an athlete. Rarity is everything. You need to keep finding ways to make yourself rare. I mean, a rich guy who's in shape, I'm telling you, that's rare as fuck. A lot of very rich people are fat slobs. So if you're rich and in shape, by being rich, you're already rarer than like 80% of the world. By being rich and being in shape, you're rarer than 99% of the world. And now you're on top of both lists. You're rare. Or let's say you're a young, good-looking guy who has good grades and stays home on a Saturday night to work on his business. I mean, massively rare. You look good, you're smart, you're disciplined. That's gonna get you a lot of places in life. I mean, it's massively rare. And the more boxes of rarity you check, the better. I mean, if you only look good, you're still in like the top 10% of your school. If you look good and you're getting straight A's in school, you're probably in like the 2% or 1% of your school. But what if you look good, you get straight A's, you have good social skills, and you never go out partying? I mean, you're probably like the single only guy in your school who's doing that. You're massively rare. And I hope you see that being more rare literally means more success. I mean, what are most people's achievements? Everybody goes to school, everybody can get a degree in English or like physics. If you tell someone I have a degree in English, it's like, wow, nice. But you're not the only one with an English degree. Millions of people get an English degree. Like, you still need to be smart and everything to get that. Like, nice job, like you had to work hard. But bro, so do millions of other people. Oh, I want to be a history teacher, so I'll get a history degree and I'll start teaching. Like, okay, hundreds of thousands of people are history teachers. I mean, we need those kind of people. And if you feel like that's your purpose, then obviously. But what if someone is like a casino security manager? I mean, you go to school and you learn everything there is about security, and then you learn everything there is about casinos. You're a professional in security and you know everything about casinos. You'd be a billionaire. I mean, how many people have you heard of that do these things? They're the reason that Las Vegas makes money. So if you would become one of them, you would be extremely rare. There's nothing wrong with mechanics. They're good people. They know what they're doing. Their job is quite complex, but there's millions of mechanics. There's probably like 1,000 mechanics in your area. How do you think you're ever gonna stand out? If your water system is broken and you need to call a mechanic, there's like 100 options of who you're gonna call. They all have similar prices and they're all gonna fix your fucking problem because that's their job. So of course you are working, you're contributing to the city, to the world and everything, but you're not gonna be extremely successful. You've probably seen this guy on YouTube or TikTok or somewhere who makes like epic car raps and makes like really good videos on YouTube. He made himself rare through social media. He's famous, he's rich because everyone goes to him because nobody does it like him. So unless you really stand out, it's nothing special. Some time ago, being a doctor was a huge thing. Today, you go up to women, you're like, I'm a doctor. The girl's not gonna go, wow. She's gonna be like, bro, I could make 10K out of OnlyFans right now. Times are changing. You gotta make yourself rare. What do you do for a job? I own a intercity landscaping company and I just got paid a ton of money from New York to dig up this place and like do this and that. I get billion-dollar contracts from cities to do everything. People are gonna be like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, first of all, you're probably gonna be a billionaire. Second, men are gonna go like, wow, I've never heard of that, bro. And women are gonna be like, god damn, there's nobody else like you. It's really about finding rarity in everything that you do. There's different levels of rarity everywhere. Okay, so I'm not fat. So that's like 50% of people. Like, America just brought the charts down. Okay, so I'm in good shape. Like, I'm not absolutely ripped, but I look good. So next is great physique. You'll get a lot of respect. And then you have the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Olympia level. Okay, so how do you make yourself rare? Let's say you want to start a clothing business. Okay, so what's your idea? I'm gonna be making shirts with an extra strong collar that can be worn without a tie. Like, that's a first. No one's done that before. If you do it right, you're probably gonna be pretty famous and you're probably gonna make a lot of money. Okay, what's your idea? So I want to make a t-shirt. The t-shirt is going to be white and the slogan is going to be like a word printed on it in gold with some of the letters missing, and it's going to be like really luxury. Bro, get the fuck out. It's not gonna work. Thousands of people do that on Etsy and stuff like that every single day. The guy with the extra strong collar, that's unique. It has an identity behind it. It has a male audience. It has someone to reach. It's probably gonna work. People are just like, oh, she made $2 million from this clothing company online. I'm gonna do that too. She probably did something rare, or she just had an audience that was so loyal that they bought in anyway. Build yourself to be unique. Build yourself to be more rare. How many people in this era know 4 languages? I honestly know 4 languages. I'm studying my 5th language right now. I know English, Hungarian, Italian, and French, and right now I'm studying German in school. And I'm not just like, oh, okay, so I'll do the homework and shit. Like, if I'm gonna be studying German for the next 3 years, then I may as well learn it well. My father actually knows 10 languages perfectly, and I'm planning to overtake that. Okay, how many people in this era are self-funded movie directors? Like, maybe they have a side hustle, they have a great business, and they can fund their own movies. Massively rare. No one's doing that. What a story to get behind. So here's the secret. You don't just need to find your niche. You need to find your super niche. I mean, what if bodybuilding is the topic and calisthenics is the niche? Okay, but hundreds of thousands of people do calisthenics. But what if you're a disabled man who does calisthenics? You're in a wheelchair and you're doing pull-ups. Massively rare. You're gonna have much less competition and you're gonna be much more famous. Niches aren't rare anymore. You need to find your super niche. A super niche could be disabled people who like calisthenics. What if you start a music signing company, but it's only for people who yodel? There's like 300,000 people who like yodeling, and you could be the top music signer of the best yodelers. If you're gonna be the best and you will use hard work and discipline to excel at that super niche, everyone's gonna go to you. You're gonna be rich. You're the #1 in the world signing yodelers. I'm just making this shit up, but these are the kind of things that will take you to the top because it's rare. Ask yourself, am I like everybody else, and how can I become rarer? What can I add to my life, to my skills that nobody else does? And you always have to find something new. If someone got famous and successful doing something, but now millions of people are doing it, then you're really not gonna be as famous and successful as the first guy who everyone is copying right now. And if you can't find your game, then create your game. If you found this video helpful, then consider leaving a like. It really helps. With that said though, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this is not the last time we meet.